Okay guys, welcome back to the layout. I was going through some of my older videos and realized I have not done a layout video in quite a while. So for those of you guys that have been asking, I figured I would do one real quick. We're going to start here on the back side of the railroad and work our way around. Not a whole lot's happened. At the back end here, this is where the helix is going to be, and as you can tell there's still no helix. The bypass track's still there. I've kind of roughed in the climb a little bit going up to helix, and I'll probably take some of that out and put a viaduct or trestle or something there alongside the industry. I do have most of probably my first or early second structure for the layout. As you can see, it's not quite done yet. I may go back and change the color. We'll see how that goes, but this will this is actually the Walthers boiler recovery, part of the paper mill setup that they have. I'm not going to use it for a paper mill. I'll use it for some other manufacturing application. And then I hooked up a Pike Stuff building to that. I do have another spur here in front of that. For the moment I have just kind of a crane and a couple scrap cars, or scrap loads, I'm sorry, in the gondolas. I don't know, we'll see what it looks like. The backdrop, I'll probably put some other part of the industry to go along with it, make it look like it's on both sides of the climb. We'll see how it goes. As you can see, I've installed some of the caboose ground throws, and I have them all throughout the back part of the layout here. Here's the station. Don't mind some of the structures, they're just kind of mock-ups. I've seen a lot of guys do different things with these. Mostly I see the Midwest cork extended out with some track nails set in the throw. I decided to use some 1/8 inch birch and some number 2 screws. Makes for a nice tight solid connection. Is it overkill? It might be, but it works. I'm pretty happy with it, so I'll probably keep doing it. I went with some bridge track in here. This is a Micro Engineering bridge track. I was able to get a 36 inch section for about 10 bucks. The Walthers one is about 30 bucks. Here I do need to assemble my own ties here on the outside and my own inner rails for the inside of the track. It comes with it, just need to glue it in myself, not a big deal. Saving 20 bucks for 36 inch section, I think that was worth it. And again, more of the ground throws have been installed. Come around the curve, again, don't mind the buildings, they're just kind of mocked up to sort of give an idea and let the kids have some fun down here. But this part here is now done. All of the track is laid. The ground throws aren't here yet, but eventually I will probably make out of styrene a freight house. And on the back here, first track is just a service track or somewhere where I could park cabooses. In this case I got the work train. The back track services the intermodal part of the yard. This yard is really broken up into 4 different areas. The intermodal, as you see, the freight house, the staging part of the yard with a double end or double ladders on either side, and what will be eventually the engine facility. I'll pan around so you can see it again. 3-track main line just kind of ripping through the middle of it with crossovers, and there's a crossing on the other side here. The engine facility is sort of kind of just roughed in here. I got this from a novice who got in and quickly got out of the hobby, and when he got to me it wasn't all that good of a shape, so I just kind of put it there, and I'll either kit bash it and put it somewhere else and put a new one here or a new structure of some other type for the engine facility. But for right now it's just kind of there to say, hey, there's an engine house. Here's another angle of the yard. Come around the main line. At this junction, these two go off into the bypass I showed a moment ago. I'll probably throw a switch either here or here on the back that'll service an industry that'll disappear into the backdrop. Perhaps down the road. Come around the workbench. Brian, that's the switch you gave me. I haven't found a place to put it yet, but I will find a home for it. So thank you. Comes around. I just have a couple of tracks here kind of roughed in to represent the yard that's in front of Union Station, Chicago, with the various Pullman cars and Amtrak cars and etc. Here is Union Station, Chicago, or at least what will be down the road, and whatever industry I decide to put here. So that is pretty much it for the progress on the layout. A few other improvements have been the workbench. They're now on casters, which allows me to get much closer up to the layout than I was previously when I had the computer up on a ledge, which was kind of nice, but now I can just kind of pull this out as needed. So for the time being, I got my program track just temporarily put here until I get another home for it. And last, I did Al Mayo's switch idea on the DT throttle. Works like a charm. So there you have it, guys. I know it's pretty quick, but that's what's going on in the layout, and hopefully I have a few more videos come up here in the near future. Until then, stay tuned. Thanks for watching.